How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another Creativerse video. We're over here where we left last time, just at the railway platform, and as you can see, I've built a lot of stuff, and I know I had intended to finish this thing entirely off camera when we ended last time, but there was just one little thing I wanted to do here. So we'll get this done pretty quickly, and we'll move on to other stuff, but first I'll just show you what we've been doing so far. So for the roof, I wanted these kind of, I don't really know what to call them in architecture, but these kind of ridges going up and these kind of dips in, just to give it a little bit of shape to the video. And I've got these little mini video windows as well. On the inside, I've gone very stair heavy, as you can see here, but I like to kind of weird, crazy pseudo sci-fi feel it gave the build, and just went with some simple kind of glass windows there, and a pattern on the floor here of the obsidian brick wall and limestone wall, alternating between a limestone dot and a lamp dot, just to keep things lit. And I have gone with this as a design for the entrances because I think it works best with the rest of the build, and it means I can build something on top of it without things looking a little bit weird. And now here is the bit that I wasn't quite sure of. Now, it was this here. I was trying to put a little window in here, and this wasn't working. This here. So what I'm thinking is, it looks like, you know, all the bars and stuff like that on the texture were just kind of adding up and making it look a little bit too busy. So what I'm thinking is, you know what? Because it's going to be like a window like that, maybe we'll do this. Because most of your looking out is going to be done kind of in that direction. So maybe we'll do it like this. And that way, the only like weird bit is this little bit here, and that's okay. That's okay to have. Let's have a look what this looks like from the inside. Yes, I prefer that. That looks better. Okay, cool. So that'll work. We just need to come up with a cap for it now. Okay. So yeah, at the time of recording this, actually, I have got the first Witcher 3 episode scheduled to come out in a few hours on Wednesday at 8 PM GMT. Of course, when this video comes out, I'm planning to put it out tomorrow, which will be, for me, at the time of recording, because this is past me, on the Thursday. So I'm talking about The Witcher 3 here in future context, but it will be past context when it comes out. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. That's going to be fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well, because it's a really fun to record. I've been really enjoying recording it. One thing to note for any of you who might be concerned about it, it is going to be a slight touch on the mature content side, and that is that Witcher has nudity and swears and things like that in it. So if those kind of things offend you, then I would perhaps recommend staying clear of it. That's all. It's a wonderful game. It's got great story. And myself, I've never really come to a decision about whether I'd have a hard and fast rule about mature content on my channel or not. And that's because opinions in different countries and in different kind of, I guess, ideological areas of the world are very, very strong about mature content. Okay, we're coming along here. This is looking good. And just that, maybe? Let's see. What does that look like? Yeah, opinions are very strong about that. And myself, my general views are, personally, that words in their own context have no real offensive power. Like, they're not... It's all about how you mean them. So, to me, a swear has no real impact. It's more about whether you're saying it with intent to hurt someone. So I don't really view bad language as necessarily bad. It's all about kind of the intent behind it. But I also kind of like to avoid upsetting people, you know, because if you don't have to. So it's one of those things where I personally don't see, you know, bad language as important, but some people do. So I feel like, you know, I accommodate them where I can. But the game itself, in the case of Witcher 3, has some kind of strong language in it, and I don't think I want to avoid the game because of that. And also, I did some checking of my viewing demographics today and found that actually only 8% of my viewers are below 18, which is kind of quite interesting, really. That's quite like, that means that 92% of my viewers are above the age of 18, which is amazing. Actually, most of my viewers are between the ages of like 18 and 34, which is pretty cool. So I think it's going to be okay. But I'm very open. Oh, I like the way this looks. To having a discussion about it. So why don't you guys let me know what you think about the subject of strong language appearing here and there on the channel when it's necessary because a game kind of has it in by default. Like, I don't swear really much in my commentary. In fact, I can't really think of a single time where I really have intentionally swore. I haven't made a rule not to, exactly, but I haven't gone out of my way to do it either. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. I have a feeling that most people are going to be okay with it, but I always welcome everyone's views about that kind of thing. It's really, that's kind of really, for me, what YouTube is about. It's about having discussions with people. It's about being part of a community. So yeah, I want to hear from you guys about that. Because, yeah, to me, I think it'll be okay. But if there's a lot of people who are like, oh, you know, we don't like that, then I'll try to keep it to a minimum. Of course, you know, I don't expect I'll ever feel the need to swear much myself, because I don't know. It doesn't really... I just don't really feel the need when I'm gaming all that much. I'm not a very ragey gamer, particularly. Okay, I'm feeling happy about this little window here. I thought I'd have a little tangent in speaking while I was recording here, and yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna go with this. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this window design. It's a bit of an awkward one, and I'm not sure how I feel about this bit down here, but for now, I think it works. And let me know what you think, guys. If you've got any changes you think I should make, of course, let me know. I'm gonna cut now and give the rest of the corners that job, and I think I'm gonna leave these open, but maybe do this and put in a railing. So let's see if I got any iron rail. I do. Excellent. Maybe put in a railing going along like this. So I think that'll like close it off a little bit, but still manage to leave it open. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, guys, I'm going to cut here, and I'll be back in a minute. And here we are, the finished product. Just taking a look at it from a distance here, and wow. I am really, really, really happy with this. I was worried about this build when I started it. Like, I was kind of thinking it might not come out very well, and I was kind of going, I had a bit of builder's block and was going to struggle to come up with ideas, but it's actually turning into one of the things I like most of the things I've built recently. I really like it. And it's funny that sometimes the builds you start that have like the shakiest start turn out sometimes the best. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with this, guys. And yeah, absolutely do let me know what you think. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it. So yeah, I've gone with this window design all the way around. And I feel that was important. I didn't want to close it off because I felt like it would be a little bit kind of too... Like, the ceiling would feel a little bit too heavy, I guess, if it didn't have a few windows and it really kind of lightened up a little bit. I ended up putting these in along here and the fences, and I kind of think that makes a little bit more sense out of the holes down here. That keeps it, you know, I like being able to see out of this build. And I was originally going to have my pathway out going here, but having these actually made it so I couldn't widen this into the... Sorry, my nose is itching really, really badly. I hate it when that happens. It meant I couldn't widen it. to the kind of this width to have the path coming out. So I decided that I'll just keep all my entrances and exits at the corners and use this. So, sorry again, guys. My nose, it hates me today. It hates me. So I'm going to be doing a pathway out here. But yeah, guys, definitely let me know what you think about this build. I am really, really, really happy with it. And it would be great to hear from you guys. Yeah, it's just I love that feeling when you make something that you weren't sure of, but in the end you end up really happy with it. So yeah, we are going to be using some Super TNT and whoa. Okay, I don't know if that was visible to you guys, but to me, nothing had changed at all. Okay, cool. So we've got a little bit of a tunnel here. It's kind of blown its way into this cave. But if we just, say, put a TNT here. Whoa! There we go. So yeah, it's going to be quite a big... Oh, I've actually done a little bit of damage to the wall there, it looks like, but I can repair that. It leaves quite a big hole, but we can fill in bits that we've damaged too far. Now, what I'm thinking is, do we go sideways here yet, or do we go forwards a bit more? Because I think we should probably go forwards a bit more, but we should probably already be going downhill. Ooh, I don't want to blow up two of you. So let's do that. So we can be kind of going downhill a little bit. And here, perhaps, make a turn. So this is just kind of... I'm going entirely by feel here, and hopefully... hopefully we'll come across the right kind of area. Ooh, I got a bit of a delayed TNT reaction there. Let's see. I'm going to keep on going until I kind of encounter the cave. Let's have a look up here now. So we're going down there. And so we're going to be about here. So a couple more and we should actually kind of be there, almost. So, right. Let's go one more forwards. And then one sideways. I might be going completely off track here, but we can always blow more up. I'm always open to doing more stuff with the TNT. And another in this direction, I think. And that should open us into the cave. Oh, it's done that thing again. Where... I don't know what's going on there, but it's like a rendering glitch where it just doesn't want to show. But it's kind of handy, because if I go like this, I can see that that is right over there. So at this point, what we need to do is just go directly in this direction. Okay, excellent. Now, we might end up needing to make more TNT. In which case, I will cut and make some TNT and start laying down some rail, and we'll come back and look at a more completed rail. Yep, so we're going to need a lot more TNT, I'd say. It's a bit further away than I had originally thought. But here we have the cave. So we'll be going down through the mountain like this and coming out in that area down there. And I'm going to try and make it two-way so that we can come back up by this route too. It's going to be a little bit tough to make coming up the hill work, but we're going to work on it. Okay, so I'm going to cut. I'm going to do a load of stuff. I'm going to see if I can get at least a bit of this ice rail actually working to show you guys before we come back. And, yep, we'll see how far we can get. Okay, guys, see you in a minute. Okay, guys, so I've been working on this ice rail for a while, just playing around with it, and I've come against an issue. Now, what I thought is I'd let gravity take me down here, but once I reach the corner there, just at this little spot here, I'm going to need a way to push myself in the other direction, because the whole idea of these ice rails is once you get onto them, you shouldn't really have to, like, walk to keep going. You shouldn't have to really press a button to keep going. So, I need a thing to push me around the corner, and the issue with the fan is it pushes me a little bit hard. Like, for example, if I'm sliding down here, I hit it, I go boom, and you see how I fly way over the over the slope coming down. So what I'm thinking I need is to change. Whoa, no! Just change the rate of descent a little bit and use a block of drop. What I'm thinking is, what am I saying? I'm speaking some weird language, but it isn't English. Just one extra block of space to use, like, to basically have us fall onto a slope block like this. So the idea would be that when we come down, we go this, woo, and then hit the slope there and slide the rest of the way down. So I'm going to try that idea, because otherwise I was flying through the air and I was going to be taking falling damage every time I went down, and that wasn't really what I wanted this to be. So let's see, let's hope this works. What are you doing? Hopping around there. Okay, so let's get back up here. It's quite a steep slope. Okay, so we just go, we hit that, and we... Okay, so that's a little bit slow. What would be nice is if we had something to propel us. So what I'm thinking is we have a fan pushing downwards. So let's try that out just quickly. If we do something along the lines of this, and that should actually accelerate us downwards. So let's see. Is that really... Let's try getting it a little bit... I think it's that thing where it doesn't really push you if you're... Yeah, okay. So we might have to accept that. I'm gonna build more of the slope and see if I can get that working some other way. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I think we might be getting somewhere. So, I've been wrestling with the idea down here of how to give me a little bit of push when I reach this little corner here. And I didn't want to do the drop in the end because it was just still very slow. And I wanted to see if I could get it to move a little bit quicker. And I couldn't place this guy here to shoot him down my enclosed tunnel, which I ended up thinking I'd have to do. And because it was too close to the slope here. And for some reason, you know, when the fans are too close to a block they're aimed at, you won't get any propulsion from them. So I decided that I'd have to put it back here to give me any propulsion. But a problem occurs. At that point, if they're just on all the time when I'm coming back up this slope, then I would get pushed off here. So I have to work in a little bit of wizardry. So what I've got here is a pressure plate, which is rigged up to a flip-flop gate, which is then rigged up to these fans at each intersection. And there's a pressure plate at the end of my little test course here, which should turn the flip-flop off. So let's see how it goes. So I stand here, it activates, pushes me, whee! I shoot down, fly down here, shoot over here, and just reach this, which activates, and then when I go back up here, okay, damn. So that's an issue which I tested this a couple of times, and sometimes it seems to be turning it off, and sometimes it doesn't. So it might just be something about sliding onto them for some reason makes them turn on, but not really. So I might just have to kind of double tap it, so when I get to the end, just jump and make sure I've really stood on it good and hard. Yeah, like that. There, see? It kind of turned on, but not really. It's a little bit weird, and I'm not sure I understand it. It might be a little bit of a glitch, but we can work with it. We can work with it. See, it worked that time, and it's been working most of the time, so we're going to run with this design, I think. I think that not turning on and off might just be maybe some kind of persistent glitch in Creativerse's system, so hopefully that'll be fixed soon. But that's working really well, so I think that's the system I'm going to have. So by the time we get down here, we hit that pressure plate, and it turns them off, so we can then go onto the system going back up. The only problem is if we accidentally step on this down here, it will turn them on and kind of reverse the cycle, so we just have to step on it again. The good news about this is that a signal from down here reaches all the way back up there, which is quite a long way, so it's got a decent range. At some point, I'm going to have to do like a science video on testing the range of this stuff. I would like to do that at some point. That would be fun. Just to see how far the range on these goes. Maybe test it every 10 blocks for like 1,000 blocks or something crazy like that. Or maybe every 100 blocks for 1,000. And narrow it down to the nearest 100, then narrow it down to the nearest 10, and then the nearest 1, and we can get the exact kind of maximum range. It is possible that it actually has infinite range if the only data it actually has is its coordinate that it's going to. If it has any data for the world it's traveling through, I'd expect it to have a maximum range. Like, if it knows what parts of the world it's going through, so i.e. if it went through unloaded areas of the world, I'd expect there to be issues. But if it just has a coordinate, then it might actually be able to reach across the entire Creativerse world. Possibly. It'll be interesting to test it out, though. I am really looking forward to playing around with this stuff more. It's it's certainly very interesting. But yeah, so when we get down here, I'm going to have to figure out... I'm sure this place is meant to be a bit lighter than this. Let's put down some lights. Oh, it's because it's dark outside. Okay. We're going to have to figure out where we are going to have to meet this trail, this ice rail, with the city path. So let's take a little boost over here to where we've got that. So I've been working on this a little bit, brought it up to the gate, and we've got this. You know, it's looking cool, coming along. But what I think it's time to do, and I've got very low health, so this might end badly, is blow a hole through the mountain so we know what we're working with. So we know where we're going to be coming out. So let's just blow a nice big hole going into the mountain and see where we're coming through. Oh no, don't blow me up! Ah! Okay. So let's have a look. Because then we'll know kind of the route we have to take. And that will be useful. It's going to be interesting. I might end up doing like an underground town in here somewhere. Because we've got this big area. Whoa! No! Okay, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Okay, here we are. Got my stuff back. I have this habit of running around at very low health and doing very dangerous things. And I would say one of these days it's going to catch up with me, but it catches up with me every day. It really does. Okay, so we're coming through here. So the ice rail is stopping just up there. So all we've really got to do is have it keep on coming down. And either come straight out over there, or have it kind of come over here and over here like that. So we'll have like a really nice rail. What I might do is do like a platform kind of like over there. And so that we can have the little kind of entranceway here and do like road stuff. Ooh, give me your stuff. I have more need of your oxstone than ever before. Aw, only one. Damn it. Okay. So that's nice. Now I've got an idea for the design. It will be really interesting to see if that actually reaches the whole distance. And I'll bring it down here. Okay, so we're reaching a roundabout time to wrap up now. I'm afraid. Sorry that I haven't got a whole lot done, guys. I spent a lot of time messing around with the rail designs here. But plans for the next episode are to build this down here. Get some kind of working design. I want to get it working so that I can show myself going up and down the rail. Hopefully, the system reaches the whole distance, or I'll have to come up with some crazy, fancy way of extending the range of the system. But if it does, it should be fairly straightforward. The hardest part now is going to be getting myself to be able to go back up all the slopes. That's going to be interesting to do. But I'm going to do that. Do a lot of kind of testing with it off camera. Hopefully get it working, or at least kind of a little bit closer to working than it is now. And we'll do that. And then I'm thinking we'll focus on kind of this area here. So we'll do the gate and kind of the pathway going into the mountain, and maybe some of the stuff in here too, depending on how long stuff takes. Anyway, guys, I think that's it for now. Whoa, oh, will I fall? Oh, I rescued it. That's a handy thing, actually. You can kind of, if you catch it, you can just hop back into the wings again to save yourself from a fall. But yeah, that's it, I think, for this episode. I really hope you've enjoyed it, guys, and it's been absolutely fantastic. Just the amount of like I don't know. I'm just losing my mind here. I've completely lost the power of speech. It's been absolutely fantastic, I should say. The amount of support I've had for the last couple of Creativerse videos. It's been absolutely wonderful. By the time this video is out, it will be the day after the first Witcher video came out, which just published just now, I think, just after I started recording. And I really hope you guys enjoy that. Please leave comments and let me know what you think of me doing The Witcher. The responses on my question video about it were pretty positive, but it's always good to hear feedback. And, of course... Oh, that was quite a good bounce. Always love to hear your feedback about what I'm doing here as well. What you think of the build, what you think of what I'm doing with the ice rail. If you think I'm doing something wrong with the machines, actually would be quite helpful, because some of you guys have been doing absolutely wonderful stuff. Like, you know, I wasn't bad at Minecraft Redstone, but some of the stuff people are doing here just boggles the mind, and I'm not sure if I'll ever understand what they're doing. I'll do my best, of course, but yeah, if I'm doing anything obvious and dumb, do point it out to me, because, you know, we're all learners at certain points in our lives. Anyway, guys, yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Do leave a comment with your feedback, and I will see you next time. Okay, see you later, guys.